Bienvenidos a CinemaNET.
First of all, Jason, it's a true honor to have you here today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You have a unique perspective of this franchise because we know that you grew up with it. And I wanted to ask you, how scared and how happy were you to make it and to choose the correct title for it?
I'm thrilled with the title here in Mexico of Ghostbusters Legacy because that's exactly what it is. This is a movie about legacy, not only inside the movie, but outside the movie.
In a certain way, I could notice that the storyline of this movie mirrors your own story with the franchise, like if you should or not pick up the proton pack, and you decided to do it after so many years. How do you feel about yourself and about all these years that you've grown up?
You know, I was 7 years old on the set of the original Ghostbusters, and I grew up really a Ghostbusters fan. And once I became a filmmaker, I thought I would just make my own movies, and Ghostbusters was my dad's movie, and I had to develop the courage to pick up the proton pack myself. It was only once I found this to be like a personal story, a story where I could actually kind of tell my story through the character of Phoebe Spengler, that I really understood I needed to make this movie.
This famous character, the Marshmallow Man, has a different size here in the movie. It's a completely different character because we have many. Was that something that you wanted to express specifically?
Oh yeah, I remember when Gil Kennan and I came up with the little mini puffs, immediately all we could do is see them everywhere, these demonic little toddlers who want to break everything. We couldn't go to a restaurant or a store without imagining they were there, just destroying everything.
You make it through to find your own voice because you have your father's last name, you have the legacy, and you learn a lot about him, but you made your own movies and you find your own voice. What can you tell me about that?
I think that's a big part of becoming a director, is anyone who ever tries any art form, whether you're a writer, whether you play guitar, whether you paint paintings, early on as a child, you copy the people that you love. And there's a voice in the back of your head that is nagging to get out, and you're always embarrassed of it. And it's only the moment that you have the courage to speak in that voice that you find it. You find your voice, and you become an actual storyteller.
How many collectibles do you have of Ghostbusters?
I have a lot. I still have my Ghostbusters toys from when I was a kid.
Wow. I love the characters that you choose for the movie, not the characters, the actors. McKenna Grace, I saw on the credits that she also performed the song, and also she co-wrote it. All the actors, how much did they give to you?
You know, Finn Wolfhard is an extraordinary writer-director on top of being an actor, and he brought so much to this movie. Paul Rudd is one of the great improvisers of all time, and he brought so much to this movie as well. And McKenna Grace, at the last second, showed me this incredible song, and I said, we need to put this in the credits. So I'm working with really incredible artists on all levels, and they just came to this movie with love. They wanted to, bring everything to it.
It's an honor that you chose our Mexican festival to show your movie, and we have these amazing posters that the Mexican artist did. Wow, what can you tell me about that?
It is an absolute honor to be here in Morelia. From the moment I got off the plane and started driving into town, and I could just feel the city alive with this festival, all the people in the streets celebrating, and these signs and these posters, they made me feel so welcome at home. I love this image, I love this poster, and I immediately told Mike I need copies for my wall and everybody who worked on the film.
I noticed in the movie we have these visual effects, we have the new technology, but I think, and that's a question, that you also wanted to use practical effects to keep the, the spirit of the original movie. Is that true?
Yeah, it's 100% true. I thought, we need to put this in the language of the original film from '84. We liked it to call it Grandmother's Recipe. You know your grandmother's recipe when you're having it, and we wanted Ghostbusters to feel like that. So the music, the tone, the way we shot it, and of course, practical effects from smoke wires, and mirrors and animatronics, puppets. We had some of the greatest puppeteers working today on the film.
We have this ghost thing in the movie and the paranormal subject, but I love that we also have this broken family
You know, I at the end of the day, this is still one of my movies, and in that sense, it's a movie about a family trying to understand itself. And from Juno to Up in the Air to Young Adults, Tully, my films have always been about parenting, understanding how to be a parent, understanding how to be a child, and that's what Ghostbusters Legacy is about as well.
What are your goals after doing this Ghostbusters movie?
You know, I want to tell personal stories, and like every director, there's so many stories I want to tell, and life is so short. And the hard thing is finding something that you can dedicate yourself to for years. Every time you make a movie, you know it's going to take years off your life, and you want to make sure it's something that you are so passionate about that you won't be distracted and you won't regret.
When you launched the teaser for Ghostbusters, you wanted to keep it as a secret, but because of the pandemic and all the time that has gone through after you launched that teaser, well, the communication changed, right? What have you heard or read about the fans, about the people since the day one when you decided to do this and now?
It was so exciting because we actually announced the movie with a teaser, which that never happens, and it was really fun to see Ghostbusters fans embrace what we were doing and how we were doing it. And I've seen a few of the video reactions on YouTube where they do a trailer reaction, and obviously those are really endearing and move me. And they make me want to work harder. They make me want to make the best Ghostbusters film possible. To make my father proud, to make my daughter proud, and of course, to make all the Ghostbusters fans in the world proud. Jason,
thank you so much for your time. I can tell you, and I speak for a lot of people, that you managed that. We love the movie. I wanted
thank you so much. That means more than I could possibly explain. Thank you.
No, I'm being honest. And thank you so much for your time, and nice to talk to you. Nice to meet you.
Of course. Nice to meet you.